The curb for this skylight has been made a little too large for the flashing that came with it. The thick, self-adhering underlayment installed up the sides of the curb have added about a quarter-inch to its length and width. This has caused the headwall flashing that came with the skylight to fit too tightly, so this roofer is going to fabricate the flashing by hand. After installing shingles up to the lower edge of the curb, the headwall or apron flashing is installed. Any nails in the flange that rests against the shingles should be sealed with an appropriate sealant, like roof cement. The corners are then cut in at about a 45-degree angle, and a small cut is made at the top of the flashing, flush with the corner. The lower flap is bent down, hammered flat, and held in place with a couple of roofing nails. The top section is then bent around the corner. The small cut made along the top at the corner allows the installer to make a crisp, sharp corner as he bends the top section. Step flashing pieces are installed starting at the lower corners of the skylight and are cut and installed in a manner similar to the corners of the apron flashing. These first pieces of step flashing should extend down past the corners so that the lower flange of the step flashing overlaps the lower flange of the apron flashing. They can be installed lower or higher as long as there's adequate overlap. The angle of the cut can vary since it's not crucial. When the lower corner pieces are installed, it's important that the point at which the lower cut terminates to be located a quarter-inch or so downhill from the actual corner. And it's a good idea to protect this corner with an appropriate sealant. The flanges are then bent into place. Counterbending the flanges will help them lie flat and improve the drainage along the sidewall. The point of the lower flange can be cut off, and the corner is nailed into place. Step flashing is then installed between each course of shingles as the installer works his way up the side of the skylight. Although you see the lower ends of step flashing held above the adhesive strip here, some major shingle manufacturers recommend that the lower end of the sidewall step flashing extend down over the adhesive strip, and the nail be installed in the sidewall. The saddle flashing is installed in a manner similar to the apron flashing, cut at an angle at the corners and bent to overlap the top piece of step flashing. Just as the lower termination of the angle cut should extend below the corner at the bottom, the lower termination of the angle cut for the saddle flashing should extend out past the sides at least 1/8 of an inch past the corner, as you see here.